When talking about 4-digit by 1-digit divisors, it's going to be very similar to the 3-digit by 1-digit divisors. The only thing that's going to be bigger is your actual answer because you're starting off with a bigger number. So let's say you had 4,138 and you're dividing it by 9. Your dividend is going to go inside the house, and your divisor, which is your second number, is going to go outside the house. And you're going to see how many times can 9 go into 4,138. So you got a pretty big number inside the house and a pretty small number outside the house. So it's probably going to go into it a lot of times. If I look, can 9 go into 4? No, I don't have enough thousands for every one. So I look and say, okay, can 9 go into 41 hundreds? Yeah, I would have enough hundreds for that. So 9 can go into 41 without going over 5 times 9 is 45. It's too big. So it can go in there 4 times because 4 times 9 is 36. And when I get those, I subtract the 2. 41 minus 36 is 5. And don't forget, this problem is going to be an example of one that we have a remainder, just like we did in the 3-digit by 1-digit video. I have 2 problems, one with a remainder, one without. So let's get back into it. So 9 went into 41 4 times with 5 left over. Okay, so now I have 500s, and I'm going to bring down this 10. So instead of 500s, I now have 53 tens. Can 9 go into 53? Can't go in there evenly, but can go in there 5 times without going over, because 5 times 9 is 45. I subtract 53 minus 45. I could do all my borrowing. That would be 8. So I don't have enough tens to go around, so I'm going to bring down that ones, and instead of having 8 tens, I now have 88 ones, and I definitely have enough for 9 people. 9 can go into 88 9 times without going over, because that's 81. I subtract, and I'm left with 7. Now, if it's a remainder problem, I'm not going to break it down any farther, so that 7 is just going to be my remainder. So 9 can go into 4,138, 459s perfectly, and there's going to be 7 left over. But if you don't want to deal with the leftovers, if you want to break them apart, we have another problem, which is 3,849 divided by 5. So think about this like money. You have that much money and you have 5 people. Each person is going to get quite a bit of money, but the question is how much? To figure that out, I would put my first number, which is my dividend, inside the house. I'll put my divisor, which is my second number, outside the house. And if I have $3,849 and 5 people, everybody's going to get a good chunk of money. Now, are they going to get thousands of dollars? No, because 5 can't go into 3. The 5's too big, but they will get hundreds of dollars because 5 can go into 38 7 times. Yeah, 7 times without going over. 7 times 5 is 35, and I subtract. Now I'm left with 3 hundreds left over, so I don't have enough hundreds for anybody, or for 5 people, so I got to bring down my tens. I now have 34 tens. Can 5 go into 34? Do I have enough tens for everybody? Yeah, for sure. 5 can go into 34 6 times without going over. Yep, because 6 times 5 is 30. I subtract. I got 4 tens left over. 5 people, it's not enough. So I bring down my ones. Can 5 go into 49? Yes, it can. It can go in there 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45, and I subtract. So I'm left with $4 left over, but I don't want to just leave those $4 laying there on the ground. I want to break it apart. Now I'm going to put a decimal on both my dividend and my quotient, because if I have a decimal down here, I got to have a decimal up here. And I'm going to extend my problem out some. Now I'm going to put 0 dimes right here, and that's not going to change my value, but it allows me to bring it down and break apart my $4 into 40 dimes. $4 and 40 dimes is equal to the same amount. It has the same value, so I'm not changing the value, I'm just changing the organization. Can 5 go into 40? That'll work out perfectly, because 5 can go into 40 8 times. And I have nothing left over, so I'm done. So if I was to think about this with money, if I have $3,849 and 5 people, each person gets $769 and 8 dimes, or 80 cents. So remember, whenever you're working out these problems, whether it's with or without a remainder, your first number, which is your dividend, goes inside the house. Your divisor, which is your second number, is going to go outside the house. And then your quotient, or your answer, is going to go above the house, kind of. And with your remainders, you're going to have some left over. But without remainders, you are going to break it down. So just think about this as money. As always, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff.